So I'm heading into the office. It's actually a very busy day today, to be honest. So I'm going to take my team to Damac Lagoons. We're filming a welcome video for our clients in the States. So when they're coming to our events, they can physically meet all of our team and also know them all by name, which is going to be really, really great. So doing that, and then I've got a lot of meetings back to back with clients from America who want to meet me before the actual event begins. I mean, it's a great opportunity for us to be able to touch base regarding their need before we actually get to America. So obviously being in summer right now in Dubai, if I take a look at my car dash, it's around 43.5 degrees Celsius, almost 44 degrees Celsius, and it's just coming up to about 3:30 p.m. So if you take a look over here in Dowlatshahi Gardens, where I'm based, all the construction that's happening for the apartment buildings over here, all the construction workers are starting to work around now. And that's because the UAE has a law, during summertime, you're not allowed to work during peak hours, during the day, because of the heat. So to protect the laborers and to protect the staff that are working in the construction sites, they only let people work after midday, which is great. I think it's something that's really, really welcome, and it's something that's really great from the government's perspective to ensure that they protect the laborers who are working the sites, because even me just stepping outside of my car during summer, it can be really, really hot and really, really uncomfortable. So just getting in my car from the apartment and jumping in, I start sweating pretty much straight away. So it's great that they sort of think ahead and they've got this sort of stuff initiated and implemented within the system of the government. So I'm sure I'm not the only one facing this problem, but ever since the start of this conflict, I have constantly had issues with my maps in the car and navigation in general, to be honest with you. Now I know my way around Dubai quite well, having lived here for such a long time, but ultimately anyone who sort of lives in Dubai and tries to navigate during commuting hours especially will know that the traffic can be a little bit troublesome. So apps like 2GIS and Waze really monitor the traffic, so it makes it really, really easy to sort of get around traffic and reroute. But the problem I'm having these days, if you take a look, is that my maps constantly seems to be bugging out, and I think it's because of a navigation or interference signal that's going on with the satellites above us. Really, really annoying. So I'm hoping that can get sorted out ASAP so I can start navigating properly. So being 2 days out from flying out to the US, I have a lot of errands to run between now and then. I'm also planning to be in America for around 3 weeks. It's for business at the end of the day. So I do these trips quite regularly. We're always flying out, me and my team, to America, to Europe, to the Far East, to meet our clients, because we believe that face-to-face exposure and meeting people face-to-face is a lot better way to conduct business than just trying to do it on a Zoom call or a phone call. As great as technology is these days, I think it's just that face-to-face element is always best especially when you're dealing in high-value property transactions like we are. So a lot of errands to run between now and Thursday when I fly out, and a lot that needs to get done. So as I said earlier, going to Damac Lagoons today, we're going to go and meet Martin, who's a really good contact of ours at Damac, and his team are the team that travel with us when we go out to America. So anytime that we're flying out to America and he is coming out with us with his team, we always fly essentially with pretty much the same people. So we know everybody that's going to be on the road with us. We've got quite a good bond and quite a good relationship with all of them as well, which makes our lives so much easier when it comes to, first of all, traveling and sort of doing it as a group, but also when it comes to things like organization and, you know, making sure that we're all on one page basically when it comes to dealing with our clients. I'm going to go and check out the sales center because it's been a little while. It's been about a month or so since I've been to the sales center. Damac are really fast paced. They're really fast moving, as is the market, I guess, generally speaking in Dubai amongst blue chip developers, but specifically with Damac, they're very, very on it. So every time I go down to the sales center, it's always a great experience, and it's always great to see the products firsthand. Every single time we go, they've always got their latest project with their full 3D model, and that's great because it allows us as agents to be able to really visualize what it is that we're selling to our clients. So it takes it one step further than just a brochure, right? You're not buying from people that are just looking at a brochure and selling you a brochure and not really sort of going into the actual project site and into things like material choices and into things like proper layouts and design and track record of that developer, etc. Whereas we do that. Yeah, it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time out of the day, especially being as busy as I am these days, juggling work and family and all of that stuff. It makes it difficult, but it's worth it because it differentiates us from the rest of the agents that are on the market, don't know what they're talking about, frankly speaking. Whereas with us and my team and our company and our agency, we're very first-hand. We're very hands-on every single project that we do. And all the clients that we meet should be well aware of that. And it's a great USP. And I think, generally speaking anyway, anytime that you buy something from anyone, you want to make sure that you're buying from someone who's, first of all, trusted, but also knowledgeable in whatever it is that they're selling you. I think that's really key. I personally wouldn't want to buy anything, be it a property, be it a car, be it a watch, anything pretty much from someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. So making sure that you choose the right person, especially in a market as competitive as Dubai and the wider UAE, it's really, really important. So that's the plan for today. Then heading back to the office. So one of the difficulties of doing US hours in Dubai and working US clients is that we're pretty much 11 hours time difference from LA, where we're flying to first. We're in the office at midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., all the way until 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, making sure that we're meeting our clients and putting aside time for our clients and really putting time and effort into those interactions. So for us, it's really meaningful and worthwhile, but exhausting at the same time, especially because our days are pretty much flipped on their heads when it comes to work hours and things like that. And it can get difficult 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to keep the energy up and keep the motivation up, but the team do really, really well. Big credit to them.
Yeah, we want to really focus together. We have a lot of exciting launches coming as well, as you know. So we're going to basically give you an overview for those that are not too familiar with Aldar. We're going to give you an overview on Aldar, the launches that we have coming up, and also the current projects to work on, because we have very good inventory. So for those that are not too familiar with Aldar, when you look at a developer, as you know, there's so many different developers here in the UAE. People like to buy into Aldar. That's why before they even look into the project, the clients, they want to purchase with Aldar because of their reputation, because of the magnitude of Aldar. So some really good USPs that you can speak to your clients on as well. At Aldar, we're the largest and leading developer in the UAE. So how we define that is no other developer has more market share than Aldar. So we have around 80 to 90% of the land banks in Abu Dhabi. So a huge benefit for your clients for us to own that much land. Essentially, we control the market in Abu Dhabi. We found that more and more people are choosing to live in Abu Dhabi more than anywhere else, because of course the quality of life, the education, the schools, the beaches, the healthcare, and of course many job opportunities like ADGM in these islands. They're very close proximity as well. That's like the DIFC of Abu Dhabi for those that don't know.
Yeah, but you know, this tower is handed over. There's nothing at OP in this building. So what do you plan to do with the viewing tomorrow?
Hello, my name is Cash and I'm a sales manager at One Investments. Welcome to the Dubai Luxury.
My name is Reham and I look forward to Listen, I refuse to do shoots. Why would you say here with your colleague?
Himanshu is going to try out the water slide and let us know how
Don't break it.
developed. No, he won't. But take a look outside. It's beautiful, you know.
Yeah, we want them to come to the desk, right? Yeah, so brief overview, what it is, how many units we're looking at, size of the thing, right?
Yeah.
So one of the exclusive projects that we're bringing with us to the United States this time round is Damac Islands 2. Damac Islands 1, as many of you might know, broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest selling community in the Middle East.
What you're looking at is over 20 million square feet of master community that is absolutely packed with amenities.
One thing that we really pride ourselves on at One Investments, and one thing that I always push my team to do as well, because I think it's really important, especially for our clients, because we work mainly with international ones, is to make sure that when we're pitching a project or when we're recommending a project to our clients, we specifically come out to the sales center, we go out to the site of where that project is going to be built, we go and we take a look for ourselves firsthand. We don't just trust the brochure. We don't think our clients deserve to work with agents who only work on brochures. So we go out to the site and we see it all physically firsthand. And then when we're content with that investment and we believe that that investment is going to be a good one, at that stage, then we get our clients involved. We only work with reputable brands and reputable developers. And we make sure that the project and the numbers, specifically the numbers, add up before we ever go and recommend a project to any of our clients.
thinking about it the right way, I mean, even outside of you potentially selling your company, we primarily deal with American citizens who are looking at purchasing for the first time in the UAE, right? That they're using us as like their first time step into the market. You should start small, or at least relatively small. Around the $1 million mark is sort of where I would cap it for that first investment. And then take a look at how does that investment perform? Am I familiar with the journey? Am I comfortable with that journey? How many times do I envisage myself, for instance, visiting Dubai? How am I going to utilize that investment? And how will that investment grow before we start taking a look at, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, etc. Right? So I think you're doing it the right way.
What a weird comment.
Just heading out of the office now, just coming up to about 1 a.m. in the morning. The team are still in the office until about 3, 4 in the morning, working with our LA clients. I actually had a really good Zoom call with a client of mine based in LA at about 11 p.m. our time. And the comment from them was, oh, it must be really late in Dubai, we'll let you go. And I said to them, little do you know, I'm working here until 5 o'clock in the morning. They were shocked. But that's the difference between us and the level of dedication that we give to our clients, is that we don't care what time it is. So, just wrapping up a relatively long day at work. It's just coming up to 1:30 in the morning. My team are actually going to be in the office till about 4, 5 a.m. Some of them actually push on till about 6 a.m. Now, a lot of people ask us why we do this and why we work so late and why we work so many hours. Other than the fact that obviously we love what we do, especially me. I love real estate. I love the thrill of real estate. Introducing clients to new projects, talking about new projects, discussing new opportunities, making my clients money, and then having them come back and repeat business with us and give us referrals is very rewarding. But it's also very difficult to stay on top of all the launches, to stay on top of all the developments, everything that's going on in the city, everything that's coming out, what's good, what's not good, and also taking on that responsibility, especially of our clients' money, them trusting us and making sure that we get every single client not only to invest into something that's going to generate them a good return, but also to invest into the right property at the right time for them. It's not an easy task, trust me, especially in a city as competitive and as cutthroat as Dubai. So yes, we enjoy what we do. Yeah, we love what we do. Some amazing conversations that I had with some clients on Zoom calls earlier today that I'm looking forward to meeting in LA when I get there. Makes it all worth it in the end. But yeah, going home to enjoy a well-deserved break. Only to do this all again tomorrow.